LambdaGeneration.
Hello everybody and welcome to a brand new episode of All Things Lambda, the community show that gives half of SpongeDog 001 DK Remake 457's life meaning. What? So without further ado, let's get started. So we're starting this week off with a small one because we felt like it was worth mentioning. Half-Life 2 Episode 2 has turned 12 today! Yay! This means that at the last officially released chapter of Half-Life, it's now 12 years old. Which also means that we have been without a new Half-Life game for 12 years. Yeah, let that sink in nice and softly. Oh well, who knows, maybe Valve's flagship VR title will break the status quo. We can only hope. If you haven't played Episode 2 yet or you've been willing to replay it for a while, now's your time to do it. Well, this is certainly not a weekly occurrence, but apparently Valve has been the target of a burglary back in 2018. The person behind the burglary was one Sean Chaputis, a 32-year-old from the area who also apparently stole a FedEx truck back in July. Chaputis had reportedly stolen about $40,000 worth of goods from our beloved Bellevue developer. This includes several Nintendo Switches and Steam machines, some goodies and office decoration, a plethora of PlayStation and Xbox games, a whole bunch of Asus laptops, and, you wouldn't believe it, Gabe Newell's model minigun. Yes, the famous minigun that Gaben wields on this magazine cover has been stolen by Sean. I can't believe it. A Seattle policeman was reached out to, by the way, but because it's a Bellevue case, he didn't have much to say other than this. If you tell me this has something to do with a guy stealing the only known copy of Half-Life 3, I'm going to cry. Amazing. If you want to read more about this story, I've left a link in the description below to a Polygon article about the case.
Put this.
As it turns out, Half-Life 2 and its sister games weren't the only interactive video game that was going to be updated this month, because just 2 days ago, 2 days, Half-Life and its offspring games have also received a pretty decent update. This update includes the following fixes. They fixed a progress bar being stuck at 100%, giving the player misinformation. Some localization has been fixed in the spectator menu. Some weapon reload animations and sound effects have been fixed, and much, much more. Blue Shift and Deathmatch Classic also share this update with Half-Life, as they're basically located in the same directory. But Opposing Force Opposing Force is a bit special in this occasion, as it has received its very own list of fixes, allow me to tell you. The grapple effect and the alternate fire of the thing has been completely, utterly fixed. The sniper rifle now always uses the right animations and won't act silly anymore. The ammo icon for the displacer has also been fixed, and the red laser dot on the Desert Eagle does not disappear any longer while you try to reload even though you have a full clip. That's a mouthful. Anyway, if you want to check out these fixes for yourself, I urge you to click the links in the description. They will point you towards the right resources. Now, if you don't mind, I have some functioning progress bars to look at. Alright, before we move on to the next segment, we got some breaking news. Literally, like these new updates are breaking some mods. Entirely. Like, they're unplayable. Hopefully Valve will fix this issue soon, or else we're gonna have a bit of a big problem. Heesh. Dead Lab is back in the news today, and this time they have quite the update for us. In this new media update, the developer has shared some new screenshots, videos, and information about the future of the mod. The screenshots are mostly map-related, and oh man, these maps look absolutely gorgeous and rich with detail. There is some really impressive work being done here. He's also showing us some models here too, which look properly fleshy and slimy. Gives me a lot of Doom 3 vibes, man. Apart from that, the video shows some NPC interactions and a bridge collapsing that was made possible by a 3ds Max plugin called Rayfire. And it looks pretty good, especially when viewed in-engine with all the smoke effects. Besides all the media that's on display here, the developer, Roman Goliov, also talked about how the mod storyline was going to be completely revamped, and that it's possible that the mod will see a 2020 release. That, of course, is just an estimate. If you want to see and read all of this for yourself, I've left a link down in the description below. Oh hey, Sonic Team 998 is back with a brand new episode of their Half-Life fan series animated in Source Filmmaker. Will you believe I still haven't touched Source Filmmaker? Okay, yeah, you probably do believe that. Anyway, in this episode, Gordon and some allies venture through the office complex to reach the elevator that goes up to the Black Mesa warehouses. There's a lot of action and butt-kicking present here, so it's definitely worth a watch. I've left a link in the description below to the new episode. Portal 2 Abyss, the Portal 2 mod that takes place during the 7-hour war, has something new to show us. And it seems like it's some sort of main menu background loop, or a work-in-progress intro as the title of the video says. I like the atmosphere. You don't see Portal 2 mods often, if at all, that use the Half-Life themes and feels, so this is quite nice. So if this sounds interesting to you, I've left a link in the description to that video and the ModDB page for the mod. But wait, there is more. We've been given access to an early beta of the mod, and I'm planning on live streaming that on this very channel tomorrow. So make sure you follow me and LambdaGen on Twitter to make sure you know at what time it's gonna happen. Those links are also down in the description below. Next up, we got some news from the Half-Life DK remake called Peer Review, because they have shown off a small bit of footage from the game's cafeteria level as part of Blocktober. Blocktober being a thing throughout October where game developers share the maps they're working on and some of the inner workings around them. We see the player shoot and run through the map, showing off some weapon animations as well as they're going. There isn't much to see yet, but the layout looks quite nice. We can only really judge the map after it's been art passed though, which will no doubt happen later. You can check out the video for yourself by following the link in the description below. Oh, finally! Cosplay! Cosplayer Pigtails and Power Tools shared some images and videos of her HEV suit cosplay, and it looks quite amazing. The suit looks absolutely spot on, and it really seems like she's having a lot of fun with it, even parodying desync in one of her videos. She really nails the backwards bunny hop, man. I can already see her soaring through the sky, breaking all the laws of physics. You can check out her HEV suit cosplay and many of her other amazing cosplay over on her Facebook page, which is linked in the description below. Hey, do you know where else you can see amazing cosplay? On our social media pages, of course. Well, when we share it, we don't cosplay ourselves. They're all linked down in the description below, as well as our Discord server, which you can join to continue the conversation. Oh, and don't forget to follow me on Twitter and YouTube. Yes, I got my own YouTube channel, and that's all linked down below in the description. And with that, I'm going to end episode 64 of All Things Lambda. Or should I say, All Things Lambda 64. You know, because Nintendo 64 and 64, you know,
the crumbs. So what? Alright.
I'll be seeing you guys next week, but in the meantime, don't forget to subscribe and to ring that bell icon to never miss another episode. Salutations, and take care.